A very, very good evening to you and a very, very warm welcome to Baiju's Exam Prep IS. Good evening, Namrata. Good evening, Tehseen. Good evening, Jayashri. Good evening, Saima. Good evening, Varsha. Good evening to SME sir also. Good evening, Roshni. Hello, Karthik. Good evening. Pranam ji, Pranam Vivek. Good evening, Akshita. Sat Shri Akal, Virender ji. Good evening, Balaraju, Avani, Akansha, Taran, Radhe Radhe. Saima, that you'll get from SME, sir. Good evening, Priya. Good evening, Femina. Good evening, Anjali. Please hurry up, all of you. Come on, guys. Ram from Awadh. Okay. Ram from India. Prashant. Good evening, Jhansi Rani. Good evening, Kulshi. Good evening, Pooja. Good evening, Devyanshi. Very good evening, in fact. Come on, guys. Hurry up. Let's fight for your bright future. Good evening, Kamlesh. Good evening, Vaishna. Good evening, Rashida. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Ram ji, Vijay ji. Good evening, Chana. Jai Hind, Abhijit. Good evening, Kampal Pal ji. Good evening, Ragini ji. Good evening, Sakshi. All right, guys, let's start with our supposedly last session. Hi, Ramanaj. Good evening, Sheikh. Hi, Gayu. Akshita. बहुत ਵਧੀਆ ਸਾਕਸ਼ੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸੋ good evening Akansha Sia namaste Anuishka good evening Prakshita hi all right let's start then Vamsi Mehboob Devansh Aniket Akshita Jhansi Aika all good evening to you all right sir let's start okay so here we go with today's session this was leftover last night some 3-4 questions pertaining to this topic, a very small one. Till now, no question has appeared, but then I told you, I mean, it's not only about the questions that have appeared. We are covering 1 or 2 topics or 3 topics extra as well. You might get a question from that as well. Okay. Now, what is mixture and allegation? It is about a cross rule which is to be used. Now, how are we supposed to use that cross rule? So, in such kind of a question, we are supposed to, like, kindly have a look. In what ratio should a quality of rice costing rupees 7.2? I'm good. Rashida, how are you? Good evening, Chain, Alka, Jhansi. Please hurry up. Come on, guys. So, in what ratio should a quality of rice costing 7.2 rupees per kg be mixed with a rice of another quality costing 9 rupees 40 paisa so that the cost of the mixture becomes 8 rupees 50 paisa? All right. So, this is how you do it. In such cases, when you are supposed to mix 2 qualities, and then you have to get a cost which is somewhere in between the 2 costs. See, 8.50 is somewhere between 7.20 and 9.40. Is it or not? Yes. So in such cases, what do? You write down the 2 costs here, 7.2, 9.4, and here forming a triangle, kind of a triangle here. I have written 8.50 here in the middle. Now, this is how we go for the cross rule. See, diagonally. What will you do diagonally? You will subtract the lesser number from the greater number, smaller number from the bigger number. You will subtract. Okay, so what do I do here? Well, 9.4 minus 8.5, and here on the right hand side, 8.5 minus 7.2. Now, what do you get here? 9.4 minus 8.5 is a 0.9. 8.5 minus 7.2 is a 1.3. Multiply both the numbers with 10 so that you get integers. So hence, the ratio here should be 9 is to 30. So 9 quantities of first quality of rice should be mixed with 13 quantities of second type of rice. All right. So as the cost of the mixture shall become 8 rupees 50 paisa. This is given here. Okay. Yes, lovely. Now, how much quantity of potatoes in kg costing rupees 10 per kg be mixed with 120 kg of another type of potato costing 2.85 per kg, so that on selling the mixture at rupees 4.8 per kg, profit of 20% can be made. Now this is selling. Now what is given here? This is costing. So this is a cost price. All right. Another potato costing. This is the cost price. Whereas what is given here? 4.8 selling the mixture. So this must be the selling price. So what shall we do? We should find out the cost price of the mixture, okay, per kg. All right, here we go. So we already have a formula with us pertaining to selling price, profit percent, and cost price, and that is selling price is equal to 1 plus profit percent into cost price. So selling price is already given to us. How much is it? 4.8. That is equal to 1 plus profit is also given to us 0.2. All right, into cost price. The cost price is what we are supposed to find out. So cost price here shall be 4.8 by 1.2. If you don't consider the decimal points, you know that 12 fours are 48. All right, so it works out to be 4 rupees. Now, having found out the cost price of the mixture, you know, first type of rice costs rupees 10. Second type of rice, or sorry, potatoes cost 2.85. And this is also given to you as 120 kgs. And in between, the cost of the mixture is 4 rupees. So let us follow the cross rule. Very, very simple rule. You know, it saves you from a lot of problems. So it's an extension of, you can say it is an extension of ratio and proportion. So what do I get here? Higher number minus lower number. Again, higher number minus lower number. So 4 minus 2.85 is 1.15. 10 minus 4 is 6. Multiplying both with 100, I shall get 115 is to 600. Both these figures are divisible by 5. So 5 twos are 10, 15 remains. So 5 threes are 15. 5 ones are 5. 5 twos are 10. So they have to be mixed in the ratio 23 is to 120. All right. So what should you notice here? This is already 120. So how many kgs of potatoes should be mixed, which is costing 10 rupees per kg? Obviously, it has to be 23 kgs. Very good evening. Hurry up, guys. All right. So this is what we have. Now, similarly, let's have a look at this question. How much quantity of sugar in kg costing rupees 20 per kg? So 20 rupees. Be mixed with 20 kg of sugar costing rupees 15 per kg. 15 per kg, and this is 20 kg. Now, again, he says on selling the resulting mixture. So selling price is given to you here. Profit percent is also given to you here. So what shall we do? We have the selling price is 1 plus profit percent into cost price. So cost price here should be, what is the selling price? 22.50. All right. And what is the profit percent? 25%. So 1.25. So this is 125, ones are 125. If you divide 225 by 125, ones are 125. You have 100 here. All right. Becomes 1,000. Okay, so goes by 8, 125 8s are. All right. So 18 rupees shall be the cost price. So now you get the in-between price. That is 18 rupees. So having got that, we simply apply the cross rule. This is, okay, let me just change the color here. (18 minus 15), this shall be 20 minus 18. This is 2 and this is 3. So the ratio here is 3:2. So now here, if this is 20 kgs, that means we are multiplying this with 10. So this also gets multiplied with 10. So this should be 30 kgs. 30:20 is 3:2. Okay. So 30, choice A should be the correct answer. Absolutely correct. You got it. All right. Now, one more fundamental which I would like to discuss with you, and that is, see, the amount of liquid in a vessel, let us say, is X units. So let us say that you have a vessel here. All right. There's some water or milk, let us say, lying in this. All right. So the volume here is X units. If Y units of that liquid is taken out, so Y units taken out, all right, and is replaced with the same amount of water, and Y units, water is replacing that liquid that we are taking out. Usually that liquid is going to be milk, let us say. Then Y units of the mixture is removed. Now whatever is the mixture, okay, because why mixture? Because initially this was, let us say, pure milk. Pure milk. Now, when you have taken out Y units of pure milk and you are now mixing, let us say, Y liters of water in it, now it has become a mixture of milk and water. So again, you are taking out Y units of that mixture and replacing it by same amount of water, that is Y units of water. And this process is repeated n times in total. Then the amount of liquid remaining in the vessel, then the amount of liquid remaining in the vessel is given as X into 1 minus Y by X raised to N. All right. So please note down and memorize also. All right. So let me just give you the formula once again. It is X into 1 minus Y by X raised to N. Now he says a milkman takes out 11 kg of pure milk. So this is going to be the value of Y, whatever is taken out and the same amount of water is filled in, that is Y units, from a vessel and replaces it with the same amount of water. He repeats this process 2 more times. 2 more times shall mean here Y is given to you as 11 kgs. 2 more times means the number of times the process has been repeated first time and then 2 more times. That means the value of N here must be 3. In let us say in all, altogether 3 times this process has been repeated. So if initially there was 110 kgs of pure milk, see, so the value of X is also given to you. The rest all is substitution. Nothing has to be done. Then now how much quantity of milk in kg will be left in the vessel? So applying the formula X into 1 minus Y by X raised to N, this shall be 110 into 1 minus 11 by 110 raised to 3. So this is 110. Well, this is what? 11 and 110 I can balance, no? This is 1s and this is 10s. 10 ones are 10 minus 1 is 9. So I can have 110 into 9 by 10 into 9 by 10 into 9 by 10. Okay. So this is, let us say, this 0 also cancels here. So this is 11 into 729. 9 cube is 729. You should know that. All right. That by 100. Now, how much is 11 into 729? It is 11. Let us say, how much is 729 into 11? This is 729 into 10 plus 1, right? So 7290 plus 729. You got a 8019. So what you have here is 8019, but that needs to be divided by 100. So it has to be 80.19 kgs. You got it. So C should be the answer. So I hope this is very clear to all. So there were only two things. All right. So whenever you have to, whenever in between value is given, two separate values are given, then you can always find the ratio between them using the cross rule in alligation. And if you have to find out the amount of liquid remaining in a vessel after, taking out liquid and then mixing water, that can be done using this formula, as we already know. So far, so good. All right, sir. We start with a fresh topic, and that is progressions. You must have heard of these, no? AP, GP, HP. AP is Andhra Pradesh, I know. It is arithmetic progression. GP is geometric progression, and HP is harmonic progression. So I'll give you the needful, whatever is required from the examination point of view. All right. So what is a progression? Progression is a sequence in which terms increase or decrease through a constant difference or multiplier. So it can be said that it is a number series. Okay. But terms increase or decrease through a constant difference. So a constant difference series. It's more of a AP where there is only one difference. Or it could increase by a multiplier also. All right. Then it becomes a GP. So three types of progressions, as I told you. So arithmetic progression is a sequence in which terms increase or decrease by a constant number called the common difference. You must have studied this in earlier classes. All right. So it is represented by A, then A plus D. D is the common difference. Okay. A plus 2D. Keep on adding D. A plus 3D. All right. Finally, the nth term is represented as A plus n minus 1D. So A here is the first term, D is the common difference, and N is the total number of terms in the progression. What is important for you to note down immediately is nth term. Nth term is represented as A plus N minus 1 into D. Are we clear on this? All right, sir. So here we go. Z amount of water is not pard, Chitturi. Y amount of water is only pard. So there is no formula for that. All right. So please stick to whatever is given here. Don't complicate it. There is no such question that can be framed. Okay. Then you will have to be, there is no formula that will be there. You'll have to do it mechanically. Not required also. Now see the sequence 2, 6, 10, 14, 18, 22 is an arithmetic progression. How? See the difference here is 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. 14 plus 4 is 18. 18 plus 4 is 22 and so on. See, this is the common difference. So the difference here is of 4. A happens to be the first term. So it is 2. All right. First term is 2. Common difference is 4. The sequence 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2, 4 is an arithmetic progression whose first term is 2 and common difference is half. 5 by 2 is what? 2.5. 7 by 2 is what? 3.5. So 2, 2.5, right? 3, 3.5. 4, then 4.5. 5, 5.5. So difference here is, common difference here is half. The common difference can also be found out by, subtracting the two adjacent terms. All right. That is, let us say the term on the right hand side minus the term on the left hand side. So let me show you here. 18 minus 14 is 4, or 10 minus 6 is 4. So from right you will go to left, adjacent number you will subtract, you will get the common difference. All right. There are no choices. Deliberately, I want to do this along with you. Find the 20th term of the AP 20, 15, 10 and 5. See, it is reducing. Can you find out the common difference? How much is the difference? Tell me how much is the difference? Minus 5? 5 or minus 5? Come on, hurry up. No, it's not 5, my dear child. Minus 5, beta. Okay. And how much is the value of A, the first term? 20. What do you want to find out? 20th term. So n here is also equal to 20. So Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1d. T20 is equal to 20 plus n minus 1. 20 minus 1 is 19, all right, into minus 5. So this shall be 20 plus 19 fives are 95. So y plus minus 95, you should get minus 75 as your answer. Lovely, you got this. So for starters, now again find the 20th term of the arithmetic progression here. Here, what is the difference? Tell me the difference. Please type. What is the difference? How much is the difference? 6, because this is positive. Here also, plus 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 plus 6 is 21. So A here, the first term is 3. Common difference here is 6. And the value of n that you need to find out here is 20. Lovely. You have already found out. Lovely. So Tn is A plus n minus 1d. So T20 is 3 plus 19 into 6. Yes. So 3 plus 19, 6 are 104. No, 114, right? So 117 should be the answer. All right. So this is, simply how to calculate an AP. But the questions might appear like these. I told you there will always be a story which will be created in CSAT. All right. So that you may not be able to identify the topic on which the question is based. So it takes you a little bit of time for applying the fundamental, which is the requisite to solve the question. So Sachin saves rupees 1,000 in the first week. In the first week of a year. Then increases his savings by rupees 350 every week. In which week of the year will his savings be rupees 4150? So what is this guy doing, Sachin? First week, he saves 1,000. Then keeps on increasing his savings by rupees 350. So then 1350. Then and so on. Perfect. Yes. Very good, Kamlesh. Yes, correct, Anushka. It was 117. So you know that A here is 1,000 because that happens to be the first term. D here is 350 because every time there is a difference of 350. And you need to find out the week of the year, which means you need to find out the value of n. All right. And Tn is already given to you as 4150. So simple substitution, only one variable you need to find out. So we have the formula Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1d. So such kind of questions, which may not be evidently in arithmetic progression, but this is a question based on arithmetic progression. All right, so now this is 4150 is equal to 1,000 plus n minus 1, and the value of d here is 350. All right, so I'm just subtracting this from here. It becomes 3150 is equal to 350n minus 350. So this 350 I'm going to take here. All right, so it becomes 3500 is equal to 350 n. Evidently, n is 3500 by 350. That is equal to 10. So in the 10th week, this is going to happen. Absolutely correct, sir. You got it. So remember, this is how the questions will be asked. All right, hiding the concept, or let us say these are it's a camouflage which is being used here, disguised. Okay, now let's talk about the sum of n terms. Now in 2023 CSAT 2023, there was a question in which you actually had to use this particular principle, that is finding out the sum of n terms. Now the sum of n terms of an arithmetic progression is given by Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d, and it is also represented as n by 2 first term plus last term, depends what is given to us. All right, so kindly note this down. Please note down. Hurry up. Yes, Santosh, supposedly, if at all something remains, just in case, half an hour, 1 hour, I'll take extra on some other day, let us say Saturday or somewhere. So I'll announce that at least half an hour before the class ends. Don't worry. But today, anyhow, will be the last class. I believe so. You don't have a seminar, so if required, you don't have a webinar, right? So if required, I'll take 10 minutes extra if something remains, and we will just complete that. So you have, is it, Ragini? Do you have a webinar? All right. Okay, then we will complete by 8:30, and whatever remains, we will cover on Saturday. And I'll let you know. Okay. All right, let's start. All right. Find the sum of first 20 terms. So first 20 terms means the value of n is already given to you here. A also you know. Okay, that is 2. D you can find out. So D here must be minus 3. Correct? So substituting in the formula, Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus 2a plus n minus 1d. This shall be equal to 20 by 2, which will be 10. 2 times 2, right? Again, n we already know is 20. Okay, so just do it directly. Write it as 19. Why do you want to increase the step? Okay, into minus 3. So there we go. We have everything with us. So this must be 10, 20 by 2. And this is 4 minus 19 threes are 57. Okay, so it is 10 into minus 53. So we should get a minus 530 here. No, Kirtana. No, Santosh, before I leave, I will give you my blessings. Jokes and actions, you can always correcting you and motivating you. You just watch videos there. All right. And bus, become something in life. All right. And then just remember me. Remember all your teachers. All right. Your thank you will reach us. All right, sir. Now here, there's a difference. You have the first term and you also have the last term. Both are given. Okay. And you have to find out the sum of the series. But you don't know the value of n. Can we find out the value of n here? Can you find out the value of n here? Well, why not? Why not? You have a is equal to 5. You also have d here as 5. Is it or not? So let's use the formula. Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1d, and let us try and find out 125 is which term, so that we know how many terms are there in this AP. So this is 5 plus n minus 1 into 5. All right, so this becomes 120. 5 comes here. That is equal to 5n minus 5. This 5 goes here, it becomes 125 is equal to 5n. N becomes 125 by 5 should be 25. All right. So there are 25 terms. Now Sn, is equal to n by 2 into first term plus last term. So this shall be 25 by 2. A here is 5. Last term is 125. So it is 25 by 2. Don't write it as 12.5. Not required. Okay. Into 130. Cancellations will happen. Shall be 65. So how are you getting an answer which is ending in 0? All right, sir. So when you're multiplying a number with 25, you take 1/4 of the number. If I have 25 into 64, all right, take 1/4 of 64, that is 16, all right, and put 2 zeros in front of that. So now I want 25 into 65. So that will be 1600 plus 25, 1625. That's it. Not possible, Shahid. I'm really sorry. Please watch the recording, beta. Okay. Here we go. CSAT 2023. Look at the question. What is the sum of all the digits which appear in all the integers from 10 to 100? Okay. So obviously here you will find out the sum of all the digits from first 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59. Why am I doing like this? I'll tell you. 60 to 69, 70 to 79, 80 to 89, 90 to 99, and finally 100. Now just imagine 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. I'm going to add all these. Then what are you adding here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. First 9 numbers. How do you add them? Sum of first 9 natural numbers. 9 into 10 by 2. Yes, n into n plus 1 by 2. Remember? It's going to be 45. Now all these digits that you have here, the ones, how many ones do we have? 10 ones. Correct? This may not be visible. So 10 will be the total sum. Right? So 10 here, 45 here. So the sum, if I ask you to find out the sum, let us say, it is going to be 55. Hold it. You don't have to find for each of these. I mean, you have to, but it won't be as tedious as this. Okay. Now listen to me carefully. If now you try and find out for 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and that's it. Once again, you will be adding the first 9 natural numbers. for which your sum is going to be 45. We already found out. And this time there are 10 twos. Okay. So 10 into 2 is going to be 20. So 20 plus 45 is going to give you a 65. Now, anyhow, 0 to 9, you know that the sum is 45. And there are 10 threes. So 10 into 3 is 30. So 30 plus 45, 75. Hold it. By now, you must have found out, by now, you must have found out that there is a difference of 10. Yes? So now, without doing any calculation, keep on writing 85, 95, 105, 115, 125, 135. Now we have to take some of these. Now, don't you find that this is an AP? Huh? This is an AP, right? 55, 65, 75, 125, 135. Huh? Where this is the last term and this is the first term. So the sum of these here must be A plus L, n by 2, right? Now, you know how many are these? How many are these? That actually, at least you can count. No, 1, 2. I mean, why do you need to count? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So n here is equal to 9. So the sum of these 9 numbers is going to be 9 by 2. You have the first number as 55. The last one is 135. So it is 9 by 2 into 55 and 135 is 190. Okay, cancels. 95. 95 nines is how much? How much is 95 nines? 95 tens is 950. From that, if I remove 100, it is 850. So anyhow, this is going to be 855. Okay. So this is 855. Now, what do you have here? 100. So in 100, 1 plus 0 is going to give you 1. So you are going to add this 1 also, this digit also, which is there in 100. So the total sum of digits shall be 856. Choice B should be your answer. Vivek, multiply 9 and 95. You will get 845. Yeah, you are right. Achha, if you are asking me, it is correct. Got it? So again, it was not very tedious. It might have taken you 1 to 1.5 minutes maybe, but then CSAT 2023 did have certain questions which were quite achievable. Now, just for academic purpose, I'm discussing GP as well. But before that, if the same quantity is added or multiplied to each term of AP, then the resulting series is also AP. Like if you have an AP, let us say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on, you know that the common difference here is 2. If I add 3 to each of these numbers, I'll get 5. Okay, 7. All right. Still, if you're adding 3 to each of these numbers, so you'll get 9, you'll get 11, and so on. Still, it is an AP. So 2 is added to 10, 15, 20, 25, and 50. It becomes 12, 17, up to 52. 2 is multiplied. Then also 10, 15, 20, 25, 50 becomes 10 twos are 20, 15 twos are 30, then 20 twos are 40, 25 twos are 50. Only thing is that the common difference will also become 2 times. So here the common difference was 5, here the common difference becomes 10. That's the only difference. These are also in AP. Let's talk a bit about geometric progression. So it's a sequence in which terms increase or decrease by a constant ratio called the common ratio. Okay. See, 1, 3, 9, 27, 81. It is a geometric progression. Okay. So 1, 3, 9, 27, 81. You must have judged that basically 3 is getting multiplied. Is it or not? These are powers of 3, no? Do you know this or not? Huh? 3 power 1, 3 power 2, 3 power 3, 3 power 4, and so on. Correct? So here the common ratio R is 3. Now similarly, sequence 1, 1 by 3, 1 by 9, 1 by 27, 1 by 81. I mean, if these numbers reciprocals, if I take, that is also geometric progression. So common ratio will also be reciprocal of 3. That is 1 by 3. Simple, little star. No, it was not 955, Priyanka. It was 856. All right. So this is how we represent a geometric progression. So as for arithmetic progression, we had Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1d. So here Tn is equal to ar raised to n minus 1. All right. So please note down. And remember. Correct, Shravani. This is the nth term. You got it. Done. Note it down. Have you noted this down? Hariyappa? Correct, Anushka. Arey, perfect. Arey, wah. Anushka, very good. She modified my poem. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Why to fear itna yaar? Arey, wah. Thank you, beta. So nice of you. Lovely. All right, find the 8th term of the GP. So GP is given to you. So what is known to us? A is minus 3. So what do? You divide the second term by the first term. So 6 by minus 3 is minus 2. See? Or minus 12. Arey, hello? Minus 12 by 6, again minus 2. So R is known to you, that is minus 2. All right? So you have to find out the 8th term. So the value of n is also known to you, that is 8. So apply the formula. Tn is equal to AR n minus 1. T8 is minus 3 into minus 2 raised to 8 minus 1. So I can say this is minus 3 into minus 2 raised to 7. Haven't I been asking you guys to memorize the powers of 2? So 2 raised to 6 is 64. You know 2 raised to 7 is 128. All right. So it is minus 3 into minus 128. Right? Because the power here is odd. All right. So it anyhow becomes positive. So 8 3s are 24. 3 2s are 6. 3 1s are 3. Yes. You got it. Very well. Very well done. Here we go. Now, some also you might require, because when a question has been asked on, some of the numbers which are there or terms which are there in an AP, you might be asked a question wherein you might have to use this formula, wherein you have to find out the sum of terms in a GP. Okay. So just know this. I'll write it vertically. So sum of n numbers here is A into 1 minus R raised to n by 1 minus R. When 1 is greater than R. Okay. And just reverse this. What I mean to say here is that you just take care of the larger quantity, r raised to n minus 1 by r minus 1 when r is greater than 1. Okay, let us apply this. Now see here. Okay, can you please note this down? Talk to me, talk to me. Have you noted this down? Come on. HP, there is nothing there, Vivek, let me tell you. I'll just give you, I'll just tell you what is an HP. That's all. All right, guys. Lovely. Now, see, this is how the question might appear. So, I'm giving you a question from my side so that you get a hint how and where you have to apply uh, the sum of n terms in a GP. In a certain colony of cancerous cells, each cell divides into two every minute. How many cells will be produced from a single cell if the rate of division continues for 12 minutes? Okay, so first minute, what do you have? 2 raised to 1. Then second minute, 2 raised to 2. Third minute, 2 raised to 3, and so on till 2 raised to 12. Agreed? Yes, Rashida, hurry up. Correct, Shahid, correct. No, Garvit. At the end of 1 minute, what do you get? 2, no? All right, 2 raised to 1. So at the end of 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 12 minutes. That's what we have. Okay, at the end of first minute and so. So here it is. So total number of cells are nothing but they are sum of these. So what do you have? Sn is equal to, what do you have? A r raised to n minus 1 by r raised to n by r minus 1. Because here r is greater than 1. Everywhere it is 2. Okay, so that is how we got it. So A is 2, the first term. Then you have 2 to the power of 12 minus 1 by 2 minus 1. Calculate this, you will get 8190. Okay, so 2 power 10, 2 power 12, you already know 4096 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is what? 1. So 2 into 4095. All right. So 4000, 2 times is 8000, 95 into 2 is 190. So 8190. No, Vaishna, A is not 1. A is not 1, Vaishna. At the end of first minute, that's why I took this question particularly. At the end of first minute, all right, you will get your first term. And how many cells? 2 cells. At the end of second minute, you will get 2 to the power of 2. At the end of third minute, you will get 2 to the power of 3, and so on. Okay. So anyhow, if 3 numbers are GP, this is how you will represent them. Okay. 4 numbers are in GP, this is how you will represent them. There's nothing much in it. I mean, this is too academic actually, given in NCERT. Harmonic progression is nothing but it is inverse or reciprocal of AP. If the reciprocals of the terms of a series form an arithmetic progression, then the series is called a harmonic progression. Have a look at this series. 4 by 3, 3 by 2, 12 by 7. All right, this is harmonic progression. All right, because this 3 by 4, 2 by 3, 7 by 12 is an arithmetic progression. I'll give you an easier one. 2, 5, 8, 11. This is an AP. What will be its HP? Reciprocal. 1 by 2, 1 by 5, 1 by 8, 1 by 11, and so on. That's it. That's the only thing that you need to do. How to find out nth term and all is not required. Now, carefully, very carefully, look at the options. Which of the following series is the harmonic progression of the given series? Now, this is an AP, as you can see. Half, 1, 3 by 2, 2, 5 by 2, and so on. Invert, take reciprocal. No chituri. First term will not be one cell. First term will be 2 at the end of first minute. Because in the last, you're trying to find out at the end of 12th minute. So that is why first term becomes 2. All right? 2 to the power of 1. Please know this, everyone. Don't ask me again and again. Okay, so here it should be 2. It should be 1. 2 by 3. 1 by 2. 2 by 5. Where do we have this? 2, 1. All right. Anyhow, half and 1 is out. 2, 1, 2 by 3. Oh, I needed 1 by 2 here. 1 by 2. 2, 1, 2 by 3, 1 by 2, 2 by 5. Correct. D should be an answer. You got this. All right. So this is an overview of progressions. Majorly, you have to remember how to find out the nth term of an AP. Okay. That is Tn is equal to A plus N minus 1D. All right. Important formulas. Sum, it is N by 2, 2A plus N minus 1D. Also, it can be written as N by 2, A plus L. All right. Now, this shall be for an AP. For a GP, nth term is AR N minus 1. And sum shall be A into R raised to N minus 1 by R minus 1. If R is greater than 1. Or Sn is equal to A into 1 minus R raised to N by 1 minus R if 1 is greater than R. That's it. So in a nutshell, this is what you have to remember. And obviously, keep on solving questions. Better solve questions from NCERT also, so that you know how to apply such concepts to various questions where it might not be very evident directly. APGP might not be asked to you, but the fundamentals are used to get you to the answer. All right, sir. Mensuration, part of geometry, right? The easiest, but what is it based on? Vijay, this is the nth number of time I'm telling you. At the end of first minute, how many bacteria cells will you get? 2. At the end of 12th minute, how many bacteria cells will you get? 2 power 12. Okay. So the first term will be 2 power 1 only at the end of first minute. That is what you are getting. Okay. Vivek, this is not algebra. I would say this is an extension of geometry. But what is it that you need to remember? It is all a game of formulae. If you remember the formulae, all good. Triangle, square, rectangle, parallelogram, trapezium, rhombus. These are various two-dimensional figures. Okay. Some rules for triangles. You know that sum of 3 angles is always 180 degrees. This is x degrees, this is y degrees, this is z degrees. So x degrees plus y degrees plus z degrees shall always be equal to 180 degrees. Now, the sum of the lengths of 2 sides is always greater than the length of the third side. This also you know. Okay. If let us say this is 4 centimeter, let us say this is 5 centimeter, and let us say this is 6 centimeter, then 4 plus 5 is 9, which is greater than the third side. 4 plus 6 is 10, which is greater than the third side. 5 plus 6 is 11, which is greater than the third side. Now, that is a basic rule. Okay, please know. So types, equilateral, isosceles, scalene, right angled triangle. In general, area of a triangle is half into base into height, or BH by 2. You can also call it BH by 2. Okay. Perimeter. What is perimeter? Perimeter is nothing but it is sum of the boundary, sum of the lines. All right. So obviously there are 3 lines here. So what should be the perimeter? 4 plus 5 plus 6, that is 15 centimeter. Okay. A plus B plus C, sum of the 3 sides. Semi perimeter is half. Semi means half. Semi means half. So what should be the semi parameter here? 7.5. So be it. Now let's talk about a little bit about equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle. I hope you know them, but just reminding you, what is an equilateral triangle? Please tell me. All 3 sides are equal and all 3 angles are equal. All 3 angles are equal means each angle is 60 degrees. 60 into 3 is 180 degrees. All right. What is an isosceles triangle? Please tell me. Correct. Correct. You got it. 2 sides are equal. Third is different. Okay. So if this is A, this is A, this is A. Anyhow. So perimeter here is going to be 3A. All right. Here this is A, this is A, this is B. So perimeter is going to be 2A plus B. So 2 sides are equal and 2 angles are also equal. This angle is different. Okay. Third, you have a scalene triangle. What is a scalene triangle? In which all the 3 sides are different. Okay, no 2 sides are equal. So this is A, this is B, this is C. Perimeter is going to be A plus B plus C. Okay. And a right angled triangle we have done in directions also, as you people know. This is perpendicular, this is base, this is hypotenuse. You apply the Pythagoras theorem, right? And that is hypotenuse square is perpendicular square plus base square. All right. One of the angles is 90 degrees. Now, please notice that the side opposite to the biggest angle will be the largest side. The side opposite to smallest angle will be the smallest side. All right. So please remember this. Side opposite to largest angle. Okay. Let me write it then. And side opposite to the smallest angle will be the smallest. See, this is how much? This is 90 degrees, right? This is the highest. You can't have another angle which is more than 90 degrees. You can't have 91 degrees because 91 degrees plus 90 degrees is 180 degrees. 181 degrees. More than 180, no? Right? So this is the largest side. And if this is the, let us say if this is 60, okay, and this is 30, okay, so this shall be the largest side because it is opposite to the largest angle, and this will be the smallest side because it is opposite to the smallest angle. I hope you remember this. Okay. Yes, you can have an isosceles right angled triangle. Why not, Vivek? 90, 45, 45. You can have that. Because you have 45, 45, that is why the two sides are going to be equal, no? All right, know the formulas, please. So it's all a game of memorizing these formulas. So the area here is under root 3 a square by 4. Perimeter is 3a. Isosceles b by 4 into whole under root of 4a square minus b square. Scalene, it is whole under root of s, is semi-perimeter. S into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. And right angle triangle or any triangle, bh by 2. Half into base into height. Quadrilaterals are four-sided figures. What are these? Four-sided closed figures. So sum of the four angles is 360 degrees, same as a circle. Parallelogram is what? In which opposite sides are parallel and equal. All right. And types of parallelograms, square, rectangle, rhombus. So square, all four sides are equal. All four angles are equal, 90 degrees. Rectangle, all four angles are equal, 90 degrees. But opposite sides are equal. Rhombus, opposite sides are parallel. All right. And they are equal also. Okay. So please know every square is a rectangle and also a rhombus, but not vice versa. So every square is a rectangle, every square is a rhombus, but not the other way around. Every rhombus is not a square, every rectangle is not a square. Okay. Other quadrilaterals are trapezium. You can have a trapezium like this, in which these two sides are parallel, but they're not equal. Okay. You can have a right angled trapezium like this. Here, this shall be the height. Irregular quadrilateral could be any shape. Let us say like this. All right, sir. If you remember area of these figures, then you will be able to find out the volume of these the three-dimensional figures also quite easily. Square is a square. I mean, all the four sides are equal. Each side is a. Perimeter is again a plus a plus a plus a. Please remember this, that this is the diagonal. A root 2. What is the diagonal of a square? Repeat. A root 2. Say the complete statement. Diagonal of a square is equal to a root 2. Diagonal of a square equals a root 2. Diagonal of a square equals a root 2. Diagonal of a square equals a root 2. Rectangle, you already know length into breadth. And perimeter will be 2 lengths plus 2 breadth. 2 is outside, common. Parallelogram is base into height. Same thing. 2 times L1 plus L2. Rhombus, a pure rhombus, which is not a square, will have two diagonals which are unequal. All right. So hence that is why when the two diagonals are equal, a rhombus becomes a square. When the two diagonals are not equal, but all the four sides are equal, then in that case it is a rhombus. Okay. Now it is half into D1 into D2. That is half into product of two diagonals. D1 and D2 are measures of two diagonals. And because all the four sides are equal, that is why perimeter is 4a. Trapezium is nothing but it is half of height into sum of parallel sides. Okay. So if this is, let us say, a trapezium, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, and this is height. So half of height into A plus C. See, these two are parallel. A and C are parallel here. Okay. So just memorize them. Very important. No. Garvit, you will anyhow get this, no? So why are you trying to note down such a big slide? You can take a pic at the most. That's all that you need to do. And anyhow, for the questions, I will be giving this to you, and you will get this PPT also. No, don't worry. Circle, sir. Most of the times, this is the figure that we used to see a lot in our report card. Obviously, with another digit, sometimes two also. So this is the center. This is the radius. And diameter is the longest chord. What is a chord? Chord is a line within the circle which joins 2 points. See, this is also a chord. Okay. So diameter is the longest chord. Radius is half the measure of diameter. Circumference is the measure of the boundary, as you know, and circumference is 2 pi r. Semicircle is half of a circle. Arc is a curve. All right. This is an arc. Let us say this is an arc. All right. And it will be at an angle theta from the center. So arc with greater length is called major arc. So this is minor arc. And the remaining one from here to here is called the major arc. Nothing but bigger one is major arc. Smaller one is smaller arc. Okay. Sector is found by joining the two ends of an arc with the center of the circle. You need to know these basics. This is a sector. This is an arc. A, B, and this is O. Right? AB is an arc. ABO is a sector, which is more like a piece of pizza. Pizza, some people pronounce it as pizza. Pizza. All right. So this looks like a lot of toppings. Bad aa gayi. All right. Pizza. No, secant you don't need, Vivek. That is not required by CSAT. Only till 10 standard they take. Okay. Tangent, secant, all these things are not required. Now see, you want to find out the length of an arc, or you want to find out the, let us say, area of a sector. Okay, so it will be at a theta. Let us say there will be some angle. So theta by 360 degrees is going to be common here. Length, because an arc is found on the circumference, right? Arc is found on the circumference. All right, so length of an arc is theta by 360 into 2 pi r. What is 2 pi r? Circumference of the circle. Area of a sector. So area of a sector is theta by 360 into area of the circle. So length is theta by 360 into circumference of circle, 2 pi r. Area of sector, theta by 360 into area of the circle. So that's how you can memorize this easily. And that's exactly what is given here. Circle, pi r square, 2 pi r or pi d, and d, is diameter is 2 times r. Same thing we have discussed here. All right, sir. Let's begin. Perimeters of two squares are 48 centimeter and 64 centimeter. Okay, sir. So perimeter of square 1 is 48. So it is what? 4a1. Perimeter of square 2 is 64. So it is 4a2. Then how much is a1? 48 by 4. A1 is nothing but it is 12. Perimeter of second one is 64. So how much is A2? Tell me. 64 by 4. Cool. All right, sir. SL is equal to 358. Acha, acha. Very good. Very good. Very good. Now, what will be the perimeter of a third square whose area is equal to the difference between the areas of the two squares? So, area of third square is equal to area of second square minus area of first square. See, second square has a bigger side, no? So that is why bigger minus smaller I will take, no? Smaller minus bigger, how can I take? Area cannot be negative, no? All right. So this shall become, what is the area of a square? A square. Okay. So this has to be, let us say, sorry, 16 square minus 12 square. All right. That is 256 minus 144. How much is this? 112, right? So this is actually A3 square. That is 112. So what must be A3? Under root of 112? What is under root of 112? Aha. 7 ones are 7. 7 6 are 42. Great. 16, is square root is 4. So 4 root 7 is what A3 is. What do you need to find out? Perimeter of what will be the perimeter of third square. Okay. So perimeter of third square is 4a3. That is 4 into 4 root 7 should be 16 root 7 centimeters. I hope you people got this. Are lovely. Many of you have replied. Wonderful, wonderful. Here you can use your famous formula x plus y plus xy by 100. That's it. Use it. You are done. Length of a rectangle is increased by 20%. So 20% here. Breadth is also increased by 30%. So 20 plus 30 plus 20 into 30 by 100. So what do I have? Cancellations here. Correct. This shall become 50 plus 6. That is 56%. Simple, simple little star. Length of a rectangle is decreased by 10%. So minus 10. And width is increased by 20. So plus 20. Minus 10 into 20 by 100. See? Okay. So this is 10 minus 2. It's a positive figure. Hence, it has to be an 8% increase. You got this. Lovely. So simple, simple question, simple, simple answer. That is how we have, sir. Now, ratio between the length and breadth of a rectangular plot is 5:4. Okay, sir, let's take a rectangular plot here. This is 5x and this must be 4x. Now you know that 5 and 4 are not actual values, they are just ratio points. X. Same here also, sir. Area is given to you 1280. So what is the perimeter of the plot? So what is the area of a rectangle? Length into breadth, that is 4x, that is 20x square. And how much is the area given to you? 1280. So x square here must be 1280 by 20. Zeros cancel, so equal to 64. So x here is 8. All right, so this becomes 5 into 8, that is 40. And this becomes 4 into 8, that is 32. Now 40 plus 32, double of that we have to take, that will be the perimeter. 2 times L plus B. So 2 into 72, which is 144 nowadays. Cool. Yes, sir. Correct. Ratio between the length and perimeter. What is perimeter of? Oh, chalo capital में लेते हैं यार. Let's play in capital. So L by 2L plus 2B, because perimeter is what? 2L plus B. Open this, 2L plus 2B. This is given to you as 8 by 30, which is 4 by 15. Right, sir? So cross multiply, no? What shall we get? 15L is equal to 8L plus 8B. So 7L is equal to 8B. L by B is equal to 8 by 7. L is to B is equal to 8 is to 7. So find the ratio between length and breadth of the rectangle. You get choice C as the answer. Very easy questions actually. All right, these are easy questions, and usually, I mean, it's been long actually if a question has been asked on mensuration. But still, if at all it is asked, it is quite simple. All right, but first you need to solve simple questions. Even if it is a difficult question, you will only reach that level if you pass level 1, then graduate on to level 2, then graduate on to level 3, and so on. Radius of a circle is increased by 50%, then by what percent will the area of the circle increase? Sir, what is the area of a circle? Pi r square. All right. Now this is the original area. What will be the new area? Pi. How much is r? R must be 1.5 times. All right. That is new r. All right. Or new radius. Okay. So it is 1.5 times r. Why 1.5 times r? Increase by 50%. 1 plus minus more percent or less percent. Remember that? Okay. So open this. This is pi into 2.25 r. Correct? 15 square is 225. So I can say 2.25 times pi r square, which is the original area. So how much is this more? So 2.25 minus 1. How much soever the number, the decimal is more than 1. One 1.5 times means 50% more. How? 1.5 minus 1 is equal to 0.5. 0.5 is 50%. 1.75 means 75% more. All right. That is 1.75 minus 1 is 0.75, which is 75%. 2.25 means 225% more. Okay, so 2.25 here minus 1 is equal to 1.25. Just a minute, please. All right, 1.25 is 125%. Got it? Lovely. Where should I write square? Okay, here. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There is a wire, metallic wire. You bend it into a circle. Now, the diameter of this circle is given to you as 42 centimeter. If the circle of wire is opened, let us say if you open it from here, it is like this. If you open it like this, it will become a straight line. All right, and then you will bend it like this, then this, then this, then this, and you will form a square out of it with the same wire. All right, let us say it is a metallic wire, quite stiff. What will be the side of the square? Obviously, you're forming the side of the square with the side of the circle. Side of the circle, yes. Infinite number of sides are there. Anyhow, so that means what is being opened, the circumference of the circle is the length of the wire. All right. The circumference of the circle is equal to length of the wire. So which is nothing but it is equal to 2 pi r or pi d. And for calculation purposes, usually pi is taken as 22 by 7. Must be like this. All right, so this must be equal to 22 by 7 into 42. 7 6 are. So 132 centimeter happens to be the length of the wire. Now, what is the perimeter of a square? 4a. And you are forming this 4a with this 132 centimeter length. Okay, so what will be the side of the square? That is 132 by 4 3s are. All good, sir? Very good. Very, very good. So these are two-dimensional objects that we were, discussing. Actually, these are not objects; these are figures. Now let's talk about two-dimensional figures, three-dimensional figures, or three-dimensional objects. That is 3D. Cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone, sphere, hemisphere. So first of all, you need to know that in the earlier case, for two-dimensional figures, we find out area. For three-dimensional figures, we find out volume. Two dimensions are length and breadth. In three dimensions, the third dimension will be height. Length into breadth into height happens to the volume of a cuboid. All right. So volume is nothing, but it is area into height. That's that. If you remember this, you're done. So basically cube, volume is a cube. How? See, there is a square, let us say, which is lying on the ground. If you pull it up by the same length, then obviously a square is the area into a is the height. So a square into a gives you a cube. LSA means lateral surface area, and TSA means total surface area. Now, lateral surface area is the area of 4 walls in your room. See, you're sitting in a room, right? So 4 walls are there, one in front of you, one behind you, 2 on right and left. All right. So area of all these vertical surfaces. That is, we have to omit the area or leave the area of the roof and the floor. That you will not count. And in total surface area, you will count the areas of 4 walls as well as the area of a roof as well as the area of floor. All right. So you know that in a cube, each side is a square. So a square shall be the area. And there are 6 faces to a cube. We have discussed that. So lateral 4 walls will be 4 into a square, 4a square. Total surface area will be 6 into a square, 6a square. That is for all the 6 squares. Now you remember diagonal of a square. I reminded you, actually. It was a root 2 because it had 2 dimensions. Diagonal of a cube will be a root 3 because it is 3 dimensional. This is how you can memorize this. Diagonal square is a root 2. Diagonal cube is a root 3. Cuboid, again the same. Length and breadth. Length into breadth is nothing but it is area of a rectangle. Multiplied with height gives you the volume of the cuboid. Lateral surface areas is going to be 2LH, like this wall. This wall is how much? This is BH. All right. And how much is this wall? This is going to be LH. Length into height, breadth into height. All right. So 2H, I'm just taking out because it is 2LH plus 2BH. Okay. And TSA, obviously, then you will include length and breadth without height. See, for a rectangle, the diagonal is L square plus B square whole under root. Okay. So, diagonal of a rectangle is under root L square plus B square. Diagonal of a cuboid, which is made of rectangle only, the third dimension comes into play. So it should be L square plus B square plus H square. Got it? Yo. All right, sir. Cylinder is made from circle. See, there is a circle which is lying on a floor. Okay. What we shall do is, it has some threads over it. So I will pull it up through its threads. Okay. It becomes a cylinder. And pull it through a height h. Now, what is the area of a circle? Pi r square. Now, volume of a cylinder, pi r square h. Just multiply it with h. So what is a cylinder? Cylinder is nothing but it is a circle which has been elongated through a height of h vertically. Now similarly, what is the circumference of a circle? 2 pi r. So for height h, what will be the circumference of so many circles? It will be 2 pi r h. Easy to remember for cylinder. You remember for circle? So just multiply circumference with h, you will get the curved surface area. Okay. Lateral surface area is for straight figures. Wherever there is a curve, circular thing, then we find curved surface area. That's the only difference between the two. Okay. So this is curved surface area. All right. Volume, is area into h. Area of circle is pi r square into h. Pi r square h. So total surface area will be how much? Well, you already know that, you know, if you are, let us say, sitting in a cylinder, so what will be the curved surface area? That you already know is 2 pi RH. And what will be the surface area of the roof and the floor? Pi r square, pi r square. So 2 pi r square. So 2 pi r you have taken common, r plus h. Cone. Cone is actually again a circle lying on the floor, but you pick it up from the center. You wear it on a birthday, right? Cornetto. Slurp, slurp. Okay. So once again, what do we have? A cone actually has 1/3 the volume of a cylinder. Please know this. So what is the volume of a cylinder? Pi r square h. What will be the volume of a cone? 1/3 pi r square h. Then there is this inclined line, the surface, we call it as lateral surface. Okay, so it is L. So L square is nothing but it is h square plus r square. That's how you find it, like this, the slope which is there. So curved surface area is pi rl. So pi rl plus pi r square at the bottom, because at the top there is a tip, with negligible area. Okay, so that is why we will take the area of the floor. So this is nothing but pi rl plus pi r square. So pi r we are taking common here. So it becomes pi r l plus r. And how do you find L? L square is equal to r square plus h square. Miscellaneous means anything which I need to include apart from curved surface area, total surface area, and volume. All right. Yes, Pythagoras we are applying here. Sphere, as it is, you'll have to memorize. It's a ball. Kookaburra ball. This is a sphere. All right. So please remember, the volume here is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay. This is the volume. Curved surface area is not there. Total surface area you can take as 4 pi r square. And this is a hemisphere, half of a sphere. All right. So half of a square, volume will be half. 4 by 3 becomes 2 by 3. 2 by 3 pi r cube. Surface area is there. Here it is not there. So here it is 2 pi r square. And here it is 3 pi r square. So the way I have memorized this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Down like this. So having memorized these, let us start solving the questions. It's all application of formula, nothing much actually. If the diagonal of a cube is 8 root 3, what is the diagonal of a cube? A root 3. That is given to you as 8 root 3. So that means, what is the value of A? How much is the side? It is 8. Total surface area. Total surface area of a cube is nothing but it is 6a square. So 6 into 8 square. 6 into 64. 6 4s are 24. 6 6 are 36. So 38. Yes, sir, you got it. Lovely. And remember, in your school days, always it was emphasized, you must write the unit. I remember it from my school days. Yeah, Kamlesh. Centimeter square. मार पड़ती थी यार. Find out the length of the longest stick which can be kept in a box. Box means cuboid. So longest stick is the longest line, which is the diagonal. So G, diagonal of a cuboid is nothing but it is L square plus B square plus H square whole under root. All right. 881. So 8 square plus 8 square plus 1 square. 64 plus 64 plus 1. 64 plus 64 is 128. This shall be 129 plus 1. Do we have it? Yes, sir. We have it. Correct. No Akanksha, Akansha. Addition problem, right? Measurement of a wooden box is 15, 12, 10. Length, breadth, height is given. Find out the area of the wood required to make this box. So nothing but total surface area is being asked. LB plus BH plus HL. That's all. So what do you have here? 15 into 12 plus 12 into 10 plus 10 into 15. Chalo ji. 15 12s are 180, 120, 150. Here we go. 180, 120, 300. So this is 2 into 450. So it should be 900 centimeters square. Yes, here it is. Yes, Divyanshi, at times they do. But if at all I give you only tough questions, then how would you solve them unless you solve certain questions of similar nature? But yes, measurement of a wooden box. See, till now, the questions on mensuration have been meager. Hardly we have seen. I haven't. But if at all they can come, then this is how they should come. All right. Two cubes, each of side 5 centimeters. This I have picked up actually from one of the state SSC exams, state UPSC exams. Those are there, no? Something of that sort. Okay, sir. So two cubes we are joining together. Side by side, you can join one at the top of other. You can join whichever way you like. Each side is 5. So it has resulted into a cuboid. This must be 10. This is 5. And this is also 5. So length here is 10, breadth here is 5, and height here is 5. Total surface area. Ten into 5 plus 5 into 5 plus 5 into 10. Beta G. 15 plus 25 plus 50. 2 times 125. That is 250 centimeters square. Simple, little star. See, the whole point is that there are many people who do not remember the formulas. So that is why they are not able to attempt such simple questions. So here, what is the complexity that has been introduced? Rather than giving you a cuboid, they have joined two cubes together, which ultimately will form a cuboid, right? If height and radius of the base of a cone is increased by 10% each, then by what percent the volume of the cone increases? All right, let me tell you the original volume of a cone in case you don't remember. It is 1 by 3 pi r square h. What shall be the new volume? 1 by 3 pi. What has happened to r? Increase by 10%. So it has become 1.1 times. All right. Into 10% increase in height. So it becomes 1.1 times. So this is 1 by 3 pi r square h into 1.1 whole cube. So it is 1.331 into 1 by 3 pi r square h. Why 1.331? Arre Baba, remember 11 cube is 1331. Now, whatever I told you, whatever that you see after the decimal, that much is the increase. So 33 0.1% increase, because you always add percent more to 1. Is it or not? 1 plus more percent. Okay. Why we didn't use x plus y by 100? Garvit, no, we can't. Not in circular objects. In rectangles and squares, you can. Not in circular objects. See, anyhow, if you use that, then what do you get? 10 plus 10 plus 10 into 10 by 100. Cancel, so you get 1 here. So your answer will be 21, which is incorrect. Okay. So you can't use this formula here. Please remember, for curved objects like cone, cylinder, sphere, if you have any increase, decrease, you can't use this formula. It can be used only for, let us say, those objects which have length and breadth. All right. The ratio between the radius of two spheres is 1:4. So small sphere, big sphere. All right. Radius here is r. Radius here must be 4 times r. That's it. Okay. What will be the ratio between their total surface areas? Total surface area of small sphere shall be 4 pi r square. And for big sphere, it should be 4 pi 4r whole square. So 4 pi cancel. R square. All right, 16 r square. R square cancels. 1:16. Correct, sir. Find the height of a cuboid. Volume is given, base area is given. It's so simple. See, for a cuboid, volume, is length into breadth into height. Base area, see, this is what? Volume by base area. That will give you the height. Because base area is length into breadth. So you can cancel these. So you will be left with height. So 275 by 25 you can directly do. 25 ones. So I hope this is clear. You can, try out certain questions, but mensuration, I would say, don't leave, but emphasis has to be more on, these topics which I'm telling you now. All right. Obviously, number system. Okay. Divisibility rules. LCM HCF. Averages. Cyclicity. Ratio. Percentage. Profit and loss, the basics, that is fine. Simple interest, compound interest, the basic, that is fine. Time and work. All right. Time and distance. And most importantly, once again, permutation combinations. Okay. Then small topics like ages that we did yesterday. Okay. Then we are going to do some topics today, like progression is all right. I mean, you know the basics, so just know the basics. That is absolutely fine with me. Data sufficiency, different kind of questions which are given, and simple equations. And obviously, data interpretation. These are the most important ones, I would say. Most important ones. Samin, you have tab with you, the tablet. Do you have the tablet with you? No, no, not so. I already told you, Keha, these are the ones which are important. Don't worry. Yeah, it is there. No, previous year question papers are discussed. My recordings are there from 2011 onwards till 2022. No, 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 no. It is not over. It is not over. I'm yet to start. You asked for it. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so let's get done with this. Then I'll give you a break, or let's. Are Garvit, purchase RS Agarwal, no quants. Anyhow, you have to purchase RS Agarwal reasoning and RS Agarwal quant. Just do that, no. All right, we'll do this after break. No problem. So let's catch up at 7:01. It is 7. It is 6:46 right now. All right. But try to procure the latest edition. Obviously, catch hold of that. How much does it cost? How much will you earn as an officer, huh? ठीक है जी, मिलते हैं ब्रेक के बाद. Are we back? No. Mean median mode is not discussed. In fact, data interpretation I'll take later on. First, I'm going to take data sufficiency. I wanted to take first, actually. Let's do this first. Then we will do data interpretation. Great. Good to have you all back. All right, so you have seen questions based on data sufficiency. We have solved questions in reasoning as well as in maths. Now, let me just give you an idea of data sufficiency. A question is asked to you, what is the area of the rectangle? You don't know. So you need additional information which is given to you in statement 1 and statement 2. And then choices are given to you that only 1 is sufficient to answer the question, only 2 is sufficient to answer the question. None of the statement alone is sufficient to answer the question, but when both are combined together, 1 and 2, then it is sufficient to answer the question. Or else, even after combining both the statements together, it is not sufficient to answer the question. So I've just written that in short. So what is the area of the rectangle? You know that the area of a rectangle is length into breadth, but how much is it? We don't know. So is statement 1 alone sufficient? Length of the rectangle is 10 centimeters. Okay. How much is the breadth? Don't know. Now, when you view statement 2, view it independent of the information given to you in statement 1. Width of the rectangle is half the length. So breadth here is L by 2. So how much is L? How much is length? Don't know. You don't know through statement 2. So only 1, only 2 are not sufficient. When you combine both, because you know how much is L, you will be able to find out breadth also. You don't have to perform the actual calculation. So what you basically have to look whenever you have a question based on data sufficiency is what are the parameters required? The parameters required are length and breadth. With first statement, you get length. Second statement, you get breadth because there is a relationship which is given to you between breadth and length. So yes, you will be able to find out the area. All right. So both 1 and 2 would suffice. All good? Now look at this one. X and Y are integers. What is the value of X? You don't know. You need additional information. So let me give you a poll for this. Mark your answer in the poll, please. Very fast. See, in data sufficiency, you need unique answer. Unique answer means only one answer. You can't have two values. Only one value should be there. You should get only one value, my dear. Correct, Kamlesh. You got it. 7% answered it correctly. So first statement says x square is equal to 4. So what is the value of x? It is -2 also, my dear. Please know. If x square is equal to 4, then x is equal to plus minus 2. No maths. So 1 alone is not sufficient because it gives you two values of x. 2 alone obviously is not sufficient because you don't know the value of y. So how will you find out the value of x? There are two variables. To find out two variables, you need two equations. To find out three variables, you need three equations. When you combine both, again, you can't find y because here 2 plus 8 can be 10, minus 2 plus 12 can be 10. So what is the value of x? Can't say. All right. Choice D will be the correct answer, my dear one. That is a panga with data sufficiency. Shocker, huh? Now look at this carefully. Let me solve this for you. X, Y, Z are integers. Then is X an even number? The answer is going to be either yes or no. Okay. X into Y into Z is an even number. Now I have explained this to you, right? Even is even. All right. Even into odd is also even. So how about X? Because this could be even. All right. And then obviously this is an even number. If this is odd, let us say maybe this is even. All right. So you can't say for sure whether X is even or odd with the first statement alone. Second statement alone. Don't mix the information from first statement. Don't mix the information from the first statement. Don't carry over the information from the first statement when you are assessing the second statement. Y into Z is odd number. All right. How about X? X is not mentioned. Huh? So only 2 is not sufficient. But when you combine both, then X into, oh, this looks like X only, no? X into Y into Z is an even number. And you know, Y into Z is odd. So definitely X has to be even, because even into odd only will give you even number. All right. So yes, X is an even number, and that we get by combining both 1 and 2. Got it? Are you getting this? Please hurry up. Let me see how many of you are alive, because I think many of you are just watching the match. Arey Baba, they are making their career. You make your career. Huh? They're getting paid. Huh? For playing there. Are you getting paid to watch them then? %93. All right, good enough. Let's talk about CSAT 2022 question. Consider the following statements in respect of two natural numbers, P and Q, such that P is a prime number, Q is a composite number. So please know this, that P is a prime number and Q is a composite number. You know prime numbers, right? Now he says P into Q can be an odd number. There is a possibility, no? Why not? 3 into 9 is 27, right? So it is an odd number. Yes, it can be an odd number. Q by P can be a prime number. Now you can take different values also. That's not an issue. So 9 is Q, let us say, by 3 is equal to 3, which is a prime number. So it can be so. It is happening. So there is a possibility that Q by P can be a prime number. Yes, sir. P plus Q can be a prime number. Why not? 2 is a prime number. Yes. Plus 9 gives you 11, which is again a prime number. This is prime. This is composite. Okay. So yes, even this is possible. Devansh, what is 13579? These are odd numbers. Which part is not clear, Vivek? Very fast. You have to be very fast. See, again, you're giving me generic state, not clear. Arey, please provide me, specify the area where you're not clear. No. Last question. What is the problem? Tell me very fast. Second statement says Y into Z is odd and X into Y into Z should be even as per the first statement. So X will be even. When I'm combining both the statements, information from both the statements, I get X as even. That's it, because these two are odd. And you know that even into odd will give you even. So if these two are odd, multiplication, then obviously they have to be multiplied with an even. No, they can't be multiplied with an odd to get you an even number. Ultimately, you want an even number here. So be it, Jhansi Rani. That's all right. You can use 9, you can use any other number that you want, but ultimately it can be. So there is a possibility. All right. Any number, Santosh, just by hit and trial, you have to practice. Any number can be used. All right. Use some other number if you want. Okay. Use 15. Let this be 15. All right. 2 plus 15 is 17. Again, it is a prime. Look at this. What is the age of Manisha? We don't know. We don't even know who is Manisha. So we need more information. So statement 1 tells us Manisha is 24 years younger than her mother. So only thing that we know here is mother minus Manisha is 24. Now you have single equation with two variables. Age of mother is not known. How will you find out the age of Manisha? You can't. So statement 1 alone is not sufficient. Look at statement 2 independent of the information given to you in statement 1. 5 years later, ages of Manisha and her mother will be in the ratio 3:5. So Manisha plus 5 by mother plus 5, the ratio is 3/5. So here again you are getting one equation, isn't it so? You will get one equation between Manisha and mother, and still you cannot find out the age of Manisha. So statement 2 alone is also not sufficient. That's how you have to rush. You don't have to solve this. But by combining both the statements, you get one equation here with statement 1. You get another equation from statement 2. So two variables, you have two equations. So definitely you will be able to find out the age of Manisha. You don't have to find out the age of Manisha. Don't waste your time. That will be a wastage of time. So what are the requisites here? For two variables, we require two equations. So basics are being tested here. Yes, we are getting two equations if at all we combine the information given to us in both the statements together. So choice C should be the correct answer. Manisha isn't Big Boss. You watch that, come on, that is, I think, one of the worst things which exist on earth. Highly negative. No learnings whatsoever. It is not even a form of entertainment. Scream, fight, manipulate, that is what they do. And this is something that you don't have to subject yourself to. So I think Facebook and such kind of Big Boss and all those things, psychologically it has been proved that it is detrimental for your mental health. And obviously the news channels, right? The Godi media, which is this. All right, sir. CSAT 2023 this year. What questions came? Is P greater than Q? How do I know? I need some more information. So let's have a look at information given to us in statement 1. P into Q is greater than 0. Take some instances, take some examples. All right. So 2 into 3 is 6, which is greater than 0. This is P, this is Q. Here P is less than Q. Oh, it can be other way around also, no? 3 into 2 is equal to 6, which is greater than 0. Here P is greater than Q. Here P is 2, Q is 3. P is less than 2, less than Q. Here P is 3, Q is 2. All right, P is greater than Q. You can't say. So you will have to take various iterations, various examples, put in some values, use your brains. So statement 1 alone is not sufficient to get us a unique solution. We can't say for sure. So if P is 0, what is the value of Q? Could be 1, could be minus 1. But it cannot be equal to, it will become equal to 0, no? 0 into anything is 0. So how can you have P equal to 0? Because he's already declaring P into Q is greater than 0. So you will have to take only those values in which P into Q should be greater than 0. How can you take P or Q, either of them, as 0? You can't, no? Statement 2. P square is greater than Q square. All right, sir. I'm taking some instances here. Minus 3 square is greater than 2 square. Correct? So here, minus 3 is less than 2. It could be 3 square greater than 2 square. Here, 3 is greater than 2. You know that square of a negative number will always be a positive number. So P could either be minus 3, P could be 3. Take some other values if you want. But you're getting two values here, minus 3, 3. In one case, you're getting P less than Q. In the other case, you're getting 3 more than P more than Q. Can't say for sure. Combine these two. Now see, P into Q is greater than 0. All right. And P square is greater than Q square. All right. Let me take two examples here. Minus 3 into minus 2 is greater than 0. Is that correct? Minus 3 into minus 2 is 6. And minus 3 whole square, all right, is greater than minus 2 whole square. Is it or not? Yes, correct. Here, P is minus 3, Q is minus 2. So P here is less than Q. Can I have some other this thing? Yes, I can have 3 into 2 is greater than 0. I can have 3 square into 2 square. Sorry, not 3 square into 2 square. I can have 3 square greater than 2 square. Even that is fine. Here P is 3. Here Q is 2. Here P is greater than Q. P is greater than Q. P is less than Q. Even by combining both the statements together, I'm not able to get an answer. Choice D. Why we can't take negative? Shravani, why can't we take negative? Minus 3 into minus 2. Does he declare anything? That P is a positive integer, Q is a positive integer, or they are natural numbers? He's not saying anything. What happened with B? Garvit, tell me. Examples are there in front of you, see. This is the example for statement 2. This is the examples for statement 1. Very clearly stated here. You can. It is there. Just go through it once again. All right. Now, similar. Look here. Again, you have to take some examples on your own. Question is P plus Q minus R greater than P minus Q plus R? P plus Q minus R, is it greater than P minus Q plus R? Let's take some values. I'll take value of P as 4, Q as 2. Okay. And what should I take? R I will take as 8. Let it be. P minus Q is positive. There is no mention of R. So statement 1 alone is not valid. P minus R is negative. Q is unknown. So one thing for sure, you cannot have 1 alone or 2 alone. Because there are 3 variables and each of the statement is talking only about 2 variables. So only thing that you can do here is combine both the statements. P minus Q should be positive. All right. Give me 2 numbers. 4 minus 2 is 2, which is positive. Yes. Okay. P minus R is negative. Okay. P I am taking as 4 only and R I am taking as 8. So 4 minus 8 is minus 4, which is negative. Let me try with these. Okay. You will have to take various instances. And moreover, he's given you PQR integers. Integers could be positive, integers could be negative, my dear. know this. Okay, so you have to check for both. That is the fun in solving questions pertaining to data sufficiency. Okay, then let me have it. P4 plus 2 minus 8. What do you get? 6 minus 8 minus 2. It is not greater than 4 minus 2 plus 8. How much is that? 4 minus 2 is 2 plus 8 is 10. Minus 2 is not greater than 10. So I have my answer. Is it? No. But I have taken positive values here. Why can't I have negative values? Let us try something else. That is where you have to spend time in data sufficiency type of questions. So know your enemy, whether you're going to fight your enemy or not. All right. So first statement says P minus Q is positive. What other values can I have? Tell me. I can have the values here as, let us say, 100 minus 2 as 98, which is positive. Second statement, P minus R is negative. So 100 minus 101 is negative. It is minus 1. Yes. All right, let us put these values. Let us see what happens. So this time when I have, let me change the color, please. P plus Q minus R, is it greater than P minus Q plus R? Let me see. So I have, let us say, 100 and Q here I have taken as 2. So 100 plus 2 minus 101. What do you get? You get 1. And P minus Q, 100 minus 2, all right, plus 101. So 1, once again, is not greater than whatever we are getting here. Or we were supposed to take negative values, no? So let's take some negative values. All right. So I have taken, in fact, positive values here also. So let me just get rid of these. Give me some negative values which will satisfy P minus Q is positive. Give me some negative value. All right, let me take P here as 2 and Q here as minus 4. So first statement says P minus Q is positive. So 2 minus minus 4 is 6, which is positive. Yes, sir. Okay. Second statement, it tells me P minus R is negative. So P here I am taking as 2. Okay. And R I am taking here, let us say, as 4, positive number. Okay. So this is minus 2, which is negative. Now let me put these values here. P plus Q minus R. Hold on. P minus Q plus R. Okay. So the value of P here is 2. Value of Q I have taken as minus 4. All right. R I have taken as 4. Is it still greater than, sorry, this is 4 plus 2 minus 4 plus 4. Let's see. 2 plus 4 minus 4 is 2. Is it greater than 2 minus 4 plus 4? You're still getting 2. No, it is not. So that means I can certainly get some other value here, which will be more. Is it or not? So let me take the value of P here as 3. So 3 plus 4 minus 4. All right. And here also I am having 3 minus 4 plus 4. All right. So that is not working. So let me take the value of Q here as 1. Minus 4 we had taken. So I'm sorry. Here I was supposed to take -4. Just a minute. So P here is 2 and Q here is -4. Sorry. So 2 -4 and R here is -4 again. Yes. So 2 and this is -4, so becomes 4 and this is 4. So again it is not. So even by taking negative values, I find that P plus Q minus R is not greater than P minus Q plus R. But can I have some more values here? Well, you can have so many values here actually. All right. So maybe I can have something like, let me have this time P as 100. So let me take it as 100 -4 -4. And here I am having 100 +4 +4. Again, this is greater. The reason here is if Q I am taking as negative, P I will take as negative. Okay, so let us have -2 and Q also I am taking as negative. So plus -4. Okay, so R I am taking as positive. So -4. Okay, now is it greater than -2 minus Q? All right, plus R. So that is again 4. So once again, I find out when I'm taking both PQR as P and Q as negative, in each case, P plus Q minus R is not coming out to be greater than P minus Q plus R. All right. So by combining both the statements together, that is there, Ankita. That is what I'm saying. You have to be careful with such kind of questions, even odd questions, positive, negative questions. So know your enemy. That's what I told you. So that is why I'm solving in front of you and telling you it will take time. So if you have time, fine. So such kind of questions, you should push them towards the end of your attempt, last 10-15 minutes, if you have time. If you have a better question to solve, go ahead and solve that question. What is the number? He's talking about a 3-digit number. The sum of the digits of the number is equal to the product of the digits. Aha, you already know. The 3 digits will be 1, 2, and 3. Yes. So sum of the digits of the number 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 1 into 2 into 3. But what is the number? 123 or 321 or 213? Which one? Or 312? Which one? Can't say. Number is divisible by the sum of the digits of the number. Yes, sir. We can't find it alone with this. Number is divisible by the sum of the digits. That can happen for so many examples. So combine these two. Now you have these many instances, and you know that this is equal to 6. And you need a number which should be divisible by 6. So the number here has to be 312 for sure. Is it? Can I have it as 132? Yes, I can have it as 132 also. This is also divisible by 6. This is also divisible by 6. So which out of these two should I choose? Obviously, I can't. Question cannot be answered even by using both the statements together. Because you're getting two answers. The number should be divisible by the sum of the digits. Sum of the digits is what? 6. So 312 is also divisible by 6. 132 is also divisible by 6. Both are divisible by 6. So which number are we talking about? 3 plus 1 plus 2 is 6. 1 plus 3 plus 2 is 6. 3 into 1 into 2 is 6. 1 into 3 into 2 is 6. Can't say. Yes, Anchal. Here in such questions, we have to tell for sure, and when what first instance we got negative means incorrect, that means obviously can't be correct for sure. So we can directly mark neither one or not two. All right, maybe. I'm not too sure about it. I'll have to think about it. Okay. For 5 children with ages A less than B less than C less than D less than E, any two successive ages differ by 2 years. All right. So if I have A, B, C, D, अरे नहीं यार ये तो पास में हो गया बहुत. A, B, C, D, and E. The difference between these two ages is 2. Here 2 years, here 2 years, here 2 years. And A is less than B is less than C is less than D is less than E. That means the youngest is A and the eldest is B, E. So this happens to be the youngest and this person happens to be the eldest. And you have their ages as consecutive odd numbers or consecutive even numbers, because consecutive odd numbers will have difference of 2 between adjacent numbers. Consecutive even numbers also will have difference of 2. Like you have, see, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. The difference everywhere is of 2. Or it could be, let us say, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. All right. So let us see. Now he says, what is the age of the youngest? So we want the age of A. Age of the eldest is 3 times the youngest. Can you find that out? Well, from this, what do you see? A plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So that means A plus 8 is equal to E. What will be the difference between ages of A and E? See, B is 2 years elder. Then C is 2 years elder than B. So 4 years elder. So C is 4 years elder than A. D is 2 years elder than C. So D is 6 years elder than A. E is 2 years elder than D. So E is 8 years elder than A. You get one equation. He's giving you another one. Age of the eldest is 3 times the youngest. So age of the eldest is 3 times the youngest. So A plus 8 is equal to 3A. So 3A and A cancel. So 2A is equal to 8. That means A is going to be equal to 4. You can find out the age of the youngest because you have only one variable. So one alone is sufficient. Let us also know statement 2. He says average age of the children is 8 years. See, you know that average is always the middle number. So that means C here is 8 years. If C is 8, B is 2 years younger, B must be 6. A is 2 years younger than B, so A must be 4. So A here has to be 4 years. So even statement 2 is correct. Now look at choice B. The question can be answered by using either statement alone. Each of the statements alone is sufficient to answer the question. So is this all right? Is this okay? Are we clear? All right. Lovely. All right. Let me just show you data interpretation. See how colorful is this? So type of data graphs. You have table, you have bar graph, line graph, pie chart, caselets. Are a table to you people have seen, no, with rows and columns. है ना? So you have this as a table, T20 league. I mean, actually, I should have given you World Cup figures, right? World Cup table. But anyhow, have a look here. Indian T20 league points table. Okay. So Chennai, my favorite team. Mahi is there. Then only. Okay. So here from this table, we come to know about various things. They have played 9 matches. They have won 7. This is points table. So, and this legend, wherein the first 4 teams are marked with green color, shows us that these are the probables to get into semifinals. And the other 4 which are red will not get into semifinals as long as the figures change here. Okay, so a lot of things can be found out here. Bar graph. See all these histograms? Remember you saw them in statistics? All right, so power play scoring rate, what do you see? Kolkata Knight Riders has the highest power play scoring rate. And how much is that? 8.66. Power play is when the fielders are inside the ring, right? And Chennai Super Kings make a slow start. So this tells us a lot. This gives us the information. The bar graphs that you saw were vertical, and here also you have vertical bar graphs. And these are horizontal, as you see, right? So horizontal bar graphs. All right, tell me now, let's talk about this pace bowling average. Which team has the best pace bowling average? Is it going to be DC or is it RCB out of these two? Pace bowling average. What do you understand by that? Let us see. All right, sir, let me tell you, this is the best and this is the worst. It's not RCB. Bowling average, I told you, is total runs given away divided by total wickets taken. So for each wicket, here RCB had to give away 54.14 runs, whereas for each wicket, DC gave 18.15 runs. They have given lesser runs, so their bowling average is the best. So bowling average, the lesser it is, the better it is. Okay, so please know this. And here, this is a multiple bar graph. So you have two graphs basically, two histograms. Sorry, not graphs. See, you see this one, the green one. It shows that CSK has won 5 matches, and this red one shows that they have lost 1 match. Now, conversely, Mumbai Indian has won 1 match, okay, and they have lost 5 matches. So with this bar graph, we get a lot of idea. And then look at this. This is the legend. All right. So it is nothing but it is color marking of various histograms. That is called legend. Now, what is important here is you must read the instructions carefully. What is this given? IPL 2018 number of matches won by teams. Okay. What does this give? Pace bowling average IPL 2019. So what is a graph all about? It has an x-axis horizontal. It has a y-axis that is vertical, like this. Okay. So you need to know what is given in y-axis matches and then what is given to you in x-axis, the various teams. Line graph, you see this no? Always this is a worm which is being chased. So Chennai has already scored 182 runs for 3 wickets in 20 overs. Run rate is given. And Hyderabad in 15 overs is at 117 by 4. So this is where it is at present. Okay, and that is at 117. So somewhere here. May not be exact. Don't worry. Okay. Now he may ask you a question that after the 10th over, in which over, the scores of Hyderabad, the score of Hyderabad was same as the score of Chennai in that over. That's happening where? Here. 12th over. Got it? Pie chart. Pie. Pizza. Where is slice? So proposed revenue share in millions of dollars, let us say for the World Cup. India is getting 19%. Australia is getting 9%. Not original figures, just an example. England is 9%. Netherlands, New Zealand is 9%. South Africa is 8%, and so on for all the countries. It is given here. Okay. So likewise, here it is described. Now, in a pie chart, maximum angle, because it is a circle, is 360 degrees, and maximum percentage, is 100%. So these figures could either be given to you in percentages or in degrees. Angles will be given. So then the sum of all the angles should be 360 degrees, and sum of all the percentages should be equal to 100%. All right. So just watch out for that. Yes, I know, Prashant. So another pie chart you see here. This gives you the actual amount, 360 billion. See, it is nothing but millions of dollars. So India will earn $360 million. Okay. Australia will earn 54, and so on. All these figures are given in millions of dollars. Now, categories of questions. They're going to be calculation based, they're going to be observation based. So it depends. All right. Caselets are nothing but I'm going to discuss two questions of caselets with you. When the data is given to you in written form as a paragraph, there is no graph, there is no table which is given. All right. Now, what are the things which you require? Well, you should be very good at percentages, especially as I told you, the fraction to percentage and percentage to fraction conversion. Should be good at ratios and averages. Okay. Some principles of time and work, time and distance, you might be asked. I've seen such questions in CAT examination and some XLRA, exact examination also, but CSAT level is rising. So maybe, you can refer to such questions also. But primarily, these three are important. The questions are not that difficult. They're quite straight. Now, see, you may get choices like high difference in values, medium difference in value, low difference in values. So what do you do? All right. So do approximation as much as possible. As much as possible. All right. Now see, I'll give you these choices. Sorry. Now, this is where you will learn how to approximate, which is the most important aspect of calculation. All right, sir, I'm giving you three sets of choices. Obviously, you don't know the question. The question is not known. That's all right. But the choices will be. All right. I'm giving you the choices. Let us say the first choice is 20%. Next choice is 50%. Next choice is 75%. Next choice is 110%. All right. Medium differences could be somewhere, right, 20%, 25%, 30%, 35%. Low differences could be, let us say, 27.28%, 27.69%, 28.43%, 28.89%. Now, don't say this is difficult. When you have to, come on here. If you have to perform division, perform division. It will fetch you 2.5 marks. What's the issue? At least you know this, that the first digit in the quotient is going to be 2. The next digit, the moment you see it is 8, first two choices are eliminated. It cannot be 27. It has to be 28. And the next digit will give you the answer. Come on. Okay. Now see, when you are approximating, how do you do that? Okay, I'll just tell you here, approximation will be very simple. All right, an approximation will be what? Numerator by denominator. That is what is the percentage value, right? How to obtain 1 by 2 by 3? My dear, 1 by 2 by 3 is 3 by 2. This goes up. Okay. Anyhow. Now see, if I give you something like, some value like 1356, all right, divided by 6721, all right, into 100 if you have to do. How will you do it? How will you do it? Difficult, no? Huh? Now wait, listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. So just view it as this, 13 by 67 into 100. Now you know that 13 fives are is how much? 65. Cut it like this, no? 1 by 5, that is it. 1 by 5 is 20% over. So here your answer is this. Here also your answer is this. It cannot be 25%. So go for such kind of calculation. So what do you view? What do you view? You view the first two digits, more than enough, and then approximate. But be very, very careful if the last choice or choice D is none of these. When choice D is none of these, you will have to actually solve the question completely. Approximation cannot be taken. When choice D is none of these, do not use approximation. Perform the actual calculation. Perform the actual calculation. All right? All right, sir. Now look at this. Company D's turnover in the year 2004. Hold on. Immediately rush. Company D's turnover. Okay, here. 2004. Okay, 68.5. Is approximately. He's asking you approximately only. Okay. Approximately what percent of company B's turnover in the year 2002? In the year 2002, yes, this. So 68.5 is approximately what percentage of 335? Look at the choices. Choices are your best friends. 15%, 20%, 25%, 30%. Wonderful. You have a wonderful chance of approximation. Choices are quite far. Difference of 5%, right? So what do I do? All right. Now there is something which I want you to actually learn. 33.33 into 3 is 99.99, which is equal to 100. Approximated, yes or no? Get it or not? So if I multiply this with 100, if I multiply this with 100, let us say, so in that case, what do you get? What do you get? You can approximate 3, sir. Let us say. Okay. Or let us say this is not 3, sir, 0.3, sir. Okay. So 68.5 into 0.3, 7 3s are 21. No, if this was 70 into 3.3, you'll get 21. 7 3s are 21. So it is a little less than that, no? Choice B is the answer. Got it? As simple as that. Who will perform all these calculations? Prashant. Prashant, is this understood? Say yes or no. Very fast, please chat with me. Very fast, Prashant. Sarita, please tell me. 33.33 into 3 is 99.99, which is 100. Do you understand this calculation? Are Vivek, the differences you see, no? 20% and 50%, 30. 50 and 75, 25. 75 and 110, 35. Differences are more. So high difference. Here differences are less. Here differences are least. 27, 27, 28, 28. This is what it is meant. Kamlesh, 33.33 into 2 is 66.67. Agreed. But do you agree 33.33 into 3 is 99.99? What's wrong with you? Come on, guys. Got it? Yes, Sarita. All right. This is how you find percentage. What's wrong with you, yaar? How do you find that 8 is what percent of 40? Into 100 you will do, no? Or not? 8 5s are, 5 20s are, so 20%. Why I have written into 100? Basic of percentage, beta. So if this would have been 333 into 0.3 would be 100. Is it or not? So 335, I'm assuming 335 equivalent to 333. Okay. So you have 333 into 0.3 as 100. Is it or not? All right. So I just assumed that it is 0.3. Now 68.5, I am rounding it off to 70. It is near to 70, no? 70 into 0.3, 7 threes are 21. You will get 21. So 68.5, which is near to 70, will give you a little less than 21, which is 20. Okay, that is how you approximate. All right, look at this one. Company A's turnover in the year 2003. A's turnover in 2003. All right, sir, 441. Is approximately, again, approximately, what percent more than the turnover of company C in the year 2002? 2002. Huh? 2003 here, so 2002, 330. Once again, this, sir. And he's saying how much more. How much more means you will take the difference. 111 by 330. Are cancel here, no? How much will be 111 by 333? 1 by 3, no? 330 is close to 333. Round off. 1 by 3. Do not perform actual calculation. Very good, very good. चलो अब तो देखने का फायदा ही नहीं ना विजय, अब तो छोड़ दो देखना. अब तो जीत ही जाएंगे ना. चलो ध्यान दो यहाँ पर, शाबाश. So there are 4 questions here. The given table shows the production of grains in a state from year 2008 to 2012. See here, 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, up to here. Which are the grains? Wheat, rice, maize, others, total. Total, I mean, total sum in 2008, total production of wheat from 2008 to 2012. All these are given in column and rows. The production which is mentioned here is in 10 lakh tons. So this is 580 into 10 lakh tons. All right, 170 into 10 lakh tons. Okay. Now he says in the year 2011, this is what we want. The production of which grain was the most? Most means maximum. क्या हो गया? हाँ. As compared to the last year. Over the last year. Last year means over 2010. Last year. Which was the last year? Which was the last year before 2011? 2010. Okay, tell me for wheat. How much is this difference? 560 to 680. 120. In 2010, the production was 560. In 2011, the wheat's production increased to 680. Increased by 120. 240 to 300. Increase of only 60. He wants maximum. So I can't have rice here. No? Rice was not maximum. Because wheat is 120, which is more than 160 anyhow. More than 60. 228 to 380. Or 230 also if you take this, 152. So 152 is a figure which is more than 120. So wheat cannot be the one. Now let us check the last one. 420 to 60 is only 40. So others also is out. It is maize. Yes, you got it. Now this is more of an observation-based questions with least calculations. Least calculations. What is it that you're calculating here? Nothing much, no? All right, guys, tell me. Is this clear? Tell me, sir. Sir, please tell me. Enter the... Become the teller. All right, 90%. Nearly. In which year did the production of grains did not improve? as compared to the previous year. It did not improve means it decreased. Production of grains, he says. So you don't have to look at individual ones. This is the total production of grains. Total production of grains in a year. So 1250 to 1454 increased. 1454 to 1448 decreased. Which year it decreased? 2010. Again increased. Again increased. So 2010 should be your answer. This is more of observation. You don't have to do any calculations here. Yes, Vivek, less than equal to means did not improve. It decreased or was the same. Or was the same. Or the same. Or was the same. But it did not become more. In the year 2012, go to 2012. Approximately by what percent did the production of wheat increase over the last year? Wheat. So 860, 680. How much was the increase? 860 by 680. And obviously, this 860 increased over the previous year only, no? So in the denominator, we will have the previous year figure. Because the increase or decrease will happen whatever existed in the last year. Into 100. How much is 860 minus 680? How much is it nowadays? 180, no? Do this. Do this. Do this. 33.33 into 3 is 100. 34 into 3 is also 100. Bakka. Nearly 27%. You have anything? Yes, sir. Near to 27%, we have a choice. Is this total data interpretation like, sir? Are so many questions are pending. संतोष, अभी तो मैंने शुरू किया है. I've just started. This is not all. I mean, you have more types also. Exam questions also we are going to discuss. So wait. Why are you rushing? You still have half an hour, right? So two more questions here. In the graph, the data to produce three types of tires, X, Y, Z. See, these are three types of tires, X, Y, Z. Legend is also given here. From 1999 to 2002. So production of tires is given in lakhs. Now he says in the years 2001 and 2002. 2001, 2002. Go to these years. What was the difference in the production of tire Z? Which is tire Z, the last one. What is the difference between the production of tire X? I would love to give a poll for this. See, that is a problem, no? People are not able to handle this also. तो फिर कैसा चलेगा भैया? ऐसा बोले तो कैसा होता? ऐसा बोले तो कैसा होता? Mark your answer in the poll. Come on, hurry up. %80 got it correct. See, the remaining 20%, I don't understand what is the problem. You have to find out the difference between 25 and 20. Again, it seems to be a deliberation. 25 and 20, 5 lakhs are over. He's asking you, no, what was the difference? So deliberation, sir, deliberation, I understand. From 2001 to 2000 to 2001. So these 2 years. By what percent did the production of tire Y decrease? Where is tire Y? Middle one, na? It decreased, no? Decreased by how much? 5. What percent over previous year? 1 by 6. If you don't remember these values, then take 5 years crash course. Okay. Because you're supposed to remember these values better. But the moment you did percentage, the same day you should have tried to memorize all these values. Pie chart. 8 and 9. Now, what does it pie chart show? Given pie chart shows the distribution of marks secured by a student in exams conducted for various subjects. Subjects you can see here. Social science, science, Hindi, all figures are given to you in percentage. Right, this is maths. Okay. Now, if the total marks of all the subjects together is 600, see, total marks of all the subjects together is 600. Answer the following. In which subject did the student score 125 marks? Don't find for each of these. Go to the choices. Maths. How much did he score in maths? 25% of 600. 25% is what? 1 by 4. So he scored 150. What do we want? 125. See, that is what he is going to do. Percentage, average, ratio. This is the only thing that remains. And apart from that, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, that is data interpretation. So it doesn't work out. Let me find out for science. Science is how much? 21%. Oh, there is some mistake here. I think it has been incorrectly formed, is it? It's 42, 58, and 42. Maybe. So science here is 21% of 600. So 21 into 600 by 100. So 6 ones are 6. This is incorrect actually. 20% it should be. The figures are incorrect. Somebody changed the figures actually, I think. हाँ ऐसे भी कर सकते हो 125 by 600. Alright, you can do this also. So anyhow, into 100, so goes 6 twos are 12, nearly 6 ones are 6. So 21% is what we get. So nearly that figure. So science is correct. But hold on. Choice D says both B and C. What is given in C? It is social science. So both these figures, they happen to be the same, sir. And it is already given to you here. So can't have B. Alright? So both B and C. So please read all the 4 choices carefully before marking your answer. Don't rush. See, because you know science is correct. And you mark choice B as the answer. See, having found out 20% or 21% of 600, you did not view all the 4 choices, did not go through them. If you would have gone through choice D, which says both B and C, then you would find that social science also is 21%. That also is 125. Okay. So this anyhow is maths. How many marks did the student score more in maths when compared with science? Arey, we found out now this is 150 and science is 125. So how much more did he score in maths as compared to science? Poll. हे भगवान, ये गलत किया ना अगर तो देखो तुम. Come on, guys, buck up. 150 is how much more than 125? How more simpler can I state so that you get your poll correct? Still, I'll tell you how many wrongs are there. See, 91% got this. Who are these 9% who are not able to find difference between 150 and 125? Come on, buck up. All right, sir. The line chart given below shows the number of students admitted in the school and the number of students who left the school from the year 2003 2008. So circle is students admitted, incoming. Triangle is students left, outgoing. Okay, so this is incoming. This is outgoing. 2002, there were 1500 students. So we starting with 1500 students here. Okay, sir, what was the total number of students in the year 2008? You see that 300 are admitted and 250 gone. So plus 50 here. So it becomes 1550. 200, 300 admitted came in, 250 left. So plus 50 we are. Here only 250 came and 350 went. So minus 100, sir. 250 came, 350 went away. So more went away, 100 more. So this becomes, sorry. So this becomes 1450. Here again, 100 more. So 1550. So here again, as you see, 450 and 300. So 150 more. So 1700. And here again, 50 more. So 1750. And this is what? 450. And this is 400. Okay, just a little bit of disorientation here. So plus 50. That's all that you need to do. Got it? Now let's have a look at CSAT 2021. I might require 5 minutes extra because it's no use, taking 5 minutes extra somewhere else. I mean, on some other day. So let's complete it. We have just 6 more questions, please. Half of the villagers of a certain village have their own house. How many villagers are there in this village? Don't know. Okay. But I'm just going to write own house is 50%. So that is what? 1/2, right? 1/5 of the villagers cultivate paddy. 1/5 is how much? 20%. 1/3 are literate. How many are literate? 1/3. How much is 1/3? In terms of percentage, you convert here. 4/5 of the villagers are under 25 years of age. So, sorry. Under 25 years of age. All right. Are how many? 4/5. That is 80%. Now, which one of the following statements is certainly correct? All the villagers who have their own houses are literate. How many have own houses? 50%. Literate? 33.33%. These could be different, no? There could be a different segment for 50%. And out of the remaining 50% who don't have their own house, we could have people who are literate. I mean, to say that there is no overlap, no, between these two amounts. You can have 50%, let us say 100 people are there. So 50 could have own house, 33 could be literate who don't have their own house. So certainly correct, we can't say. Some villagers under 25 years of age are literate. Yes, sir. Under 25 years is 80%. And how many are literate? 33.33. Oh, the sum of these is greater than 100%. So surely there will be intersection or common people who will be under 25 years of age also and who will be literate also. Venn diagrams, you remember? Huh? Venn diagrams, you remember? X plus Y usually was more than 100%, right? So definitely this is true. Certainly. All right, sir. Now look at this. This is a caselet. This is what is a caselet. What is a caselet? When the information which is given to you is just a paragraph, as is given here and as given here. So this is also a caselet. No graph is given, no table is given. You have to form your own table. Now, a pie chart, don't make a pie chart, gives the expenditure on 5 different items A, B, C, D, E in a household. Okay. If B, C, D, E correspond to, now you know this, A plus B plus C plus D plus E should be equal to 360 degrees, sir. Correct? BCDE is given as 90 degrees, 50 degrees, 45 degrees, 75 degrees. So A will be equal to how much? 360 minus how much is this? 45 and 75 is 120 and 90 is 210 plus 50 is 260. So A is 100 degrees. What is the percentage of expenditure on item A? So percentage of expenditure on item A is 100 degrees out of 360 degrees into 100. This is how you will find out the percentage. All right, so this is 5. This is what? 18. So 18 also becomes 9 and this becomes 50. So this should be 250 by 9, which is given to us in choice D. See, so simple questions. All right, unfortunately, there was no question on DI as far as CSAT 2023 goes. The very last topic, data sufficiency, we have completed. Simple equations. So some questions I will be covering here. Rakesh, Rajesh. I just want you to be fast so that we know we can complete. Anyhow, you would view the solution in the recording if required. They bought 10 balls and 10 rackets. Rakesh spent 1300, Rajesh spent 1500. So total amount spent is how much? Be fast, please. 2800. So that means 10 balls plus 10 rackets cost is 2800. Correct? Now each racket costs 3 times a ball does. Now here what can I do? I can take 10 here as common, please. And cancel these zeros. So ball plus racket, I can say is 280 rupees. Simple. Racket costs 3 times ball does. Substitute here. So ball plus 3 ball is equal to 280. 4 balls is equal to 280. 1 ball is equal to 280 by 4, that is 70. Substitute here. Racket's cost will be 3 into 70. Oh, that is 210. What is the price of a racket? We need to find out. So simple equations are simple only. All righty. In an objective type test of 90 questions, 5 marks are allotted for every correct answer. 2 marks are deducted for every wrong answer. Correct? So after attempting all the 90 questions, all 90 questions were attempted. No question was left. A student got a total of 387 marks. What is the number of incorrect responses? Let's find out. So first thing you know that correct plus incorrect. Total number of questions attempted were 90. Also for every correct question you get 5 marks. So total marks obtained for correct questions will be 5 into C number of correct questions. And for every incorrect question, 2 marks was deducted. So If there are I number of incorrect answers, then 2 marks is deducted for each of them. So 2I will be deducted. And hence the final score happened to be 387. So, sir, you have very clearly two equations. So, what is the number of incorrect responses? This is what you want. So, what shall I do? I shall multiply this equation with 5. Is it or not? So that we get 5C plus 5I is equal to 450. Here also 5C minus 2I is equal to 387. Minus plus minus. Correct, sir? This cancels. So you have 7I. 10 minus 7 is 3. 14 minus 8 is 6. So I here is 63 by 7. Yes, sir, you got it. There are 9 incorrect answers. That's it. So simply you had to, solve the equations here, simultaneous equation. Quite simple question. Appeared in CSAT 2021. Look at this, CSAT 2020 question. Damn simple, right? A vessel full of water weighs 40 kg. Let the weight of the vessel be equal to V kgs. Let the weight of water be equal to W kgs. So weight of vessel plus weight of water is given to us as 40 kgs. A vessel full of water. Vessel weight and water weight combined together, 40 kgs. If it is 1/3 filled, it is 1/3 filled. Vessel weight will remain as it is. Water weight is now W by 3, only 1/3. Its weight becomes 20 kg. See, such a simple question. Once again. Okay. What is the weight of the empty vessel? Okay. First of all, you solve this. Cancels. W minus W by 3 is 2W by 3. Come on, Ray. You should know these calculations. So 2W by 3 is equal to 20. All right. This cancels, becomes 10. Weight of the water, weight of the water is 30 kgs. Look at this. Put it here. So weight of the vessel must be remaining 10 kgs. That's it. Simple little star. काहे फेयर करते हो यार? All right, sir. This we have discussed this, remember? Sum of 3 consecutive integers is equal to their product. How many such possibilities are there? I have discussed that with you. So it is 1 into 2 into 3, which is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3. This is the first possibility. All right. Second is minus 1 into minus 2 into minus 3, which is equal to minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. This is 6. This is minus 6. And third is minus 1 into 0 into 1, which is equal to minus 1 plus 0 plus 1. Both cases it is 0. All right, sir. There are only 3 possibilities. This I had explained to you when we were discussing in number series, if you remember. All right, Sarji. A has some coins. How many he's not telling us. He gives half of the coins and 2 more to B. Now, see. Keep on noting down. The moment you read an instruction, keep on noting it down. All right. So how much is B? How much is B? B here gets half of A, all right, and 2 more. B gives half of the coins and 2 more to C. So how much does C get? Half of what B has plus 2 more. All right. How much is that? How much is B? A by 2 plus 2. by 2 plus 2. So I've just put the value of B here. And I got it from here. Correct. So just resolve this once again. So this is nothing but A plus 4 by 2. All right, by 2 here. So it will become plus 2. All right, so this shall be A plus 4 by 2. So this should be A plus 8 by 2. So some calculations you'll have to do. C gives half of the coins and 2 more to D. So D here is C by 2 plus 2. How much is C? We just found out now. A plus 8 by 2 by 2 plus 2. Okay. So this shall become A plus 8 by 2 plus 4 by 2. Correct? So this is A plus 8 plus 8 by 2 by 2 here. All right. So it becomes A plus 16 here. All right. And by 4. That is what we will get here. Okay. So D has no. Oh, sorry. E is not there. D now has 10 coins. So how many coins does A have at the beginning? So A plus 16 by 4 is equal to 10. A plus 16 is equal to 40. A is equal to... I committed an error. Please see. Can you find out, please? I committed a mistake here. D has 10 coins, but I think I have committed an error. Just find out now, first of all. In C value, I have found out. I think it was fine only. A by 2 plus 2. All right, so A by 2 plus 2 by 2. So, it is, no, but still fine, no? A plus 4 by 2 plus 2 by 2. All right. Sorry. Okay, so this is where I committed an error. Let me do it from here then. I'm sorry. See, this thing can happen. Okay. So you have to be very careful when you choose questions. Know which are lengthy ones. See, unless you solve a question, how would you know that it is lengthy or not? And it depends totally on your practice. Let it be. So it is A by 2 plus 2. So this, let me just solve this first. So A plus 4 by 2 by 2 plus 2. Okay. So it is A plus 4 by 4 plus 2. So this should be A plus 4 plus 8 by 4. That is A plus 12 by 4. Yes. D here is C by 2 plus 2. So that is A plus 12 by 4 by 2 plus 2. That is A plus 12 by 4 plus 4 by 2. That is A plus 12 plus 16 by 4 into 2. All right, so that is A plus 28 by 8 is equal to 10. So A is equal to 80 minus 28. Should be 52. Got it? All right, sir. Let's do this. 5 friends PQ XYZ purchase some notebooks. Have a look here. I would require 5 more minutes so that we can complete it. All right, after 8:30. So kindly be with me only, even if you get late for webinar, that is all right. All right, let us complete this. 5 friends PQXYZ purchased some notebooks. I'm going slow. The relevant information is given below. Z purchased 8 notebooks more than X did. So Z is equal to X plus 8. P and Q together purchased 21 notebooks. So the moment you read an instruction, keep on making, converting them into mathematical notations. Q purchased 5 notebooks less than P did. So Q is equal to P minus 5. This we can use here, no? This we can use here. Put the value of Q here. So what do you get? P plus P minus 5 is equal to 21. So 2P is equal to 26. So P here is equal to 13. Correct? So if P is 13, that means Q is 8. So P here is 13, Q is 8. We have found out. X and Y together purchased 28. X plus Y is 28. P purchased 5 notebooks more than X did. So P is equal to X plus Y, X plus 5. P you know is 13, is equal to X plus 5. This means X is 8. Now put the value here. Z is what? X plus 8. So it is 8 plus 8. It must be 16. All right. Y is what? If X is 8, Y here must be 20. So what is the total number of books we have? 13 plus 8, 21. 21 plus 8, 29. Plus 20, 49. 49 plus 16, 65 notebooks in total. And each notebook is priced at 40 rupees. So 65 notebooks, each is costing you 40 rupees. 4 5s are 20, 4 6s are 24. You got this. Simple, simple little star. 4 more, 3, how many? 7, 8. Yes, sir. Coming to that. 2 more questions to go. That's it. And then you get my Ashirvadam. Don't forget to take that. What is the number of selections of 10 consecutive things out of 12 things in a circle taken in clockwise direction? See, many people actually were, I don't know why they did not attempt this question or they left it just like that. They thought this is difficult. It did not strike to them. Maybe. Arey clock yaar, dekho na. So what is the number of selections of 10 consecutive things out of 12? Consecutive 10 things. So 1 to 10, then 2 to 11, consecutive, no? All right, 3 to 12, then 4 to 1. All right, 4 to 1, you see now, from here. Clockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So similarly, 5 to 2, 6 to 3, 7 to 4, 8 to 5, 9 to 6, 10 to 7. What else is there? 10 to 8, 11 to 8, and 12 to 9. After that, after 12, again we have 1. 1 to 10. 1 to 10 we have included here, no? तो हटाओ ना यार, इतना ही करना था यार. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Easy. Acha, you got it correct that holy day. That was the last question. No, not this one is there. Why we have not discussed this? Acha, ye dhyan se suno. Just listen to me carefully. Today is Sunday. Which day is it exactly on 10 to the power 10? Whenever they ask you this, and you have to divide it, always make sure, try to reduce the power to an odd number. What I mean is 10 to the power of 10 can be written as 10 square raised to 5. That is 100 raised to 5. Yes or no, sir? Now see, 100 if you divide by 7, there are 7 days. Now odd days we will find. Now, yaar, come on. Concept of calendars is there. So 7 14s are 98. So 2 remainder. And I told you if you divide 100 raised to 5 by 7, the remainder is going to be 2 raised to 5. If we divide 100 to the power of 5, by 7, the remainder will be 2 to the power of 5. Now 2 to the power of 5 is 32. 32 divided by 7, remainder is 4. Okay. Sunday plus 4 days. Thursday, that is today. We wish you all the best. May God be with you. And to everyone, Ashirvadam. Become something really good in life, enjoy life, have a great life. Try your level best, whatever you become. All right. It's not that if you're at all you're not being able to become an officer, it doesn't mean that you will not become anything. All right. But yes, please do try to make the most of your potential. Do lots and lots of hard work. This is a time when you make it or break it. All right. So life struggle don't always go to the stronger or wiser man, but sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. All right. With that, I've loved teaching you all. I had a wonderful time. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to train you for the subject. So do the best and make us proud, make your parents proud. Wish you all the best. This is Kapil Datta signing off. Good night, sweet dreams, and lots of blessings and love to each one of you. Bye, beta.